You wouldn't believe this. Christy wants to interview me. So, Christy, what questions do you
Let's
have?
go. You guys ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Early career unlocked. I've known you for years, and I love this. What's the passion behind it?
I worked in recruiting and in professional recruiting, and then I switched over to campus recruiting, and I did campus recruiting for 7.5 years. I love that audience. I love that age group because students in general are hungry to learn and they want to know things and they want to know how to get ahead, but they don't know who to ask. There's not a whole lot of resources out there online for just students. And I talk to student organizations like NESB, SHIP, SWE, a lot of diverse organizations, and they're struggling to find authentic advice, career advice out there. And for me, I'm like, well, I know the students in the audience, but I also have a huge professional network like you.
Right.
And I thought, I have all these people who are willing to share advice to students. And I'm talking about hiring managers, senior levels, all over the map. And they want to say, here's what you need to know. This is what I wish interns knew. This is what I wish I knew when I was a student. And so I thought, you know what? 1+1, early career unlocked. And that's how I got started. I just wanted to share great advice to students so that you have a resource and the stories are authentic and you have a leg up in your career.
So you asked some of your participants a question. What advice would you give your younger self? So I know that you're working with these students and you're helping prepare them. What's the number one thing that you would give the students as your advice?
Oh gosh, that is tough because there's so much things I can say to my younger self. I was a little bit more of an introvert back then, and I'm nervous talking to people. But the one thing I wish I did more of when I started my career was networking. Instead of just working in a little silo or doing an internship and just keeping to myself because I'm learning and I don't know anybody, you have to get over that and start introducing yourselves to strangers at the company while you're there and just have a conversation. You meet someone in the elevator, say, hey, how's your day going? Great. You just made a connection. And I learned that a little bit later on in my career, but I realized that the more connections you have, the more possibilities for opportunities that may not happen today or tomorrow, next week. It's years from now. And Christy's a great example.
Proof in the pudding.
Christy's a great example. We never worked in the same team. I don't know if you realize that. We never worked in the same group, but we worked in the same company.
Yeah.
And this is '08. Don't do the math. And I was the kind of person that I talk to anybody's anyways. And I don't know how we started talking, but I've always been nice to you, friendly to you. Hey, how are you going?
Yeah.
And how many years later, don't do the math, but how many years later, Christy is helping me with this channel. And so possibilities can happen years of meeting someone. So the long and short is, I would say to network as soon as you can.
Right place, right time, authentic self,
Yes,
opportunity to show up.
that's right.
So if you're out there and you don't know what to do about early careers, either you're a student or you're a company, it's your girl. That's your girl.
All right. Well, then to my viewers, for more career advice from industry experts like myself and Christy, subscribe to Early Career Unlocked. Bye.
Bye.